Okay, now while I'm at it, I've had for a long time no drain plug here, and I hate with a passion the little lever things in the back that pop the drain plug open, because once they're disconnected, it's an absolute nightmare to get them back together. They usually bend, warp, get wonky, and don't really work. So at one point my old one just kind of broke at the bottom. The little hook broke off and just pulled it out and has been open ever since. Unfortunately, I haven't lost anything here, but still it's been bugging me. The new faucet, this Glacier Bay, comes with its own drain plug. So I've just been installing the faucet. Saw that in the other video, and struggled with the lines quite a while. I had some leaks and so on, and I'm finally done with this. The faucet came with its own plug, its own drain, and this is just a push close, push open. I find that way more satisfying than the stupid push pull lever. So I'm going to install this now. Yay, more plumbing. The good news is, for this type of project, replacing the drain plug, I don't need to turn off any water. There's nothing under high pressure here. What I have to do is remove this stem here, replace it with a new one that feeds into the drain pipe here. It looks like I will have to remove the trap at the bottom. In order to take this extension off. Which means I will put a bucket under, because there's definitely water standing in there. And trusty pliers to the rescue as always. I don't know if there's some frame there. So what I'm gonna loosen is this. And it looks like this is glued together with here, so I have to loosen here and there, and then I can pull this thing off. It's the difference between a real life video and those that are made in some lab scenario where everything is nice and handy and easily accessible. This is the real struggle here. This is what you will experience when you work in your own home. Places you can't reach, you can't see well. So excuse my ramblings. I consider these videos, hopefully they're helpful to some. They're also just a record of what happens in real life. Maybe you're a first-time homeowner, or it's just some kind of repair that you have never done before, like me most of the time. Or you just want to amuse yourself about me struggling. That's all fair. For some reason this won't even come off. That's usually not that stubborn. Okay, finally. You definitely want to get your bucket down there as quick as possible, because there will be some water standing in the trap. one. And the one at the top here. Okay, so this whole shebang here comes off. That's my drain plug. Here is a nut. Now I struggle with the English terminology. I don't know when they're large and flat like this, if this is still called a nut or something else. In German we call it a Mutter, which would translate to mother, which is always confused me why that is. My light here. Here. No, the biggest problem with that is if you twist it, the top twists with it. Now, if you look here into the actual drain plug, you can't really see it, but there are little holes in there. So I'm going to stick a screwdriver in there. I hope it's going to work. I don't know why these threads always have to be 5,000 windings long. So as I'm doing this, I'm holding the top still with my screwdriver, and the plug plugs a hole there. If you run into a thread that seems like really stuck and old, rusty or otherwise locked up, some WD-40 might actually save you. But here it's actually okay. Okay. There it comes. There's a rubber ring here to prevent the water from running outside of the drain pipe. It needs to come off. It's good, it's really tight, as it should be. Smudge. So what you will find then is grime like this, Now, this is not dirt from your human interaction. This is old plumber's putty that has been in there to seal it off. All right, I've cleaned out my trap. Rinsed it with bleach. So there was a little bit residue sludge in there, but not a whole lot. First of all, I need to install my new drain plug, sorry. This one doesn't need plumber putty because it relies solely on this rubber ring here. And I have installed the drain plug before, it's on one of my other videos. This seems to be absolutely sufficient. And it doesn't create all that mess. So all I gotta do for that is drop that in here. This is how it's gonna operate. This is open, obviously. This is gonna close, although it doesn't look closed, but it actually closes a valve underneath. And you just pop it open as needed. And now at the bottom, I need to put in a new rubber ring. Just like the old one. This is the way it goes up, kind of cone shaped. The smaller side goes up, so it can kind of squeeze in here. And then you secure it with this, I don't know what that's called. Yes, move that rubber up. As far as I can. And then I just noticed I have to go to the trash can because I threw something out. Be right back. Put my light here. Okay, be careful when you throw your old stuff out. I just did that you, before you throw it away, salvage these two things. So to go back to the trash can, because this is of course how your trap connects to that stem here. So first this one goes up, and then you see which way it goes. This way, and this one goes on that way. Here you go. This just fits, holds that in place too. You can move it all the way up so you can work here, and then you connect this back up. First, probably tighten the big one here at the bottom. Is that visible here? Now before I do this, there's no pressure on this, but nevertheless there's water standing in the trap, and I want to prevent little leaks. I'm just going to use my plumber's tape here and wrap some around that too. Always wrap in the same direction that you screw on. So in this case, it's like that. Okay. Okay. And the same here. If you buy plumber's tape, really spend the $2 more and buy this bigger one. It's much better to work with. I had that smaller white one first, and it was not very handy. it around like this. Bottom piece first, because that's what determines your height here. Just open your plier all the way up for that to fit. Move this one down, tie it here. And I have a new drain plug. Now after I've done something like this, I always place a bucket and leave it for a few days. Just in case. Maybe suddenly starts dripping overnight. You don't want that in your cabinet here. Okay, I don't see anything running. It's good. Plug the drain and start pushing it down. That's it. See if anything comes out from there. Seems to stay dry. And to unplug it. Good. Cool. So, the drain plug as well. So it's funny how it goes. My plan was really just wanted to fix my dripping faucet, and I thought it would be a quick replacement of maybe a little washer or a gasket or something. Turns out now I have a new faucet and a new drain plug. But I like him. And I spent overall, I spent $80 for the faucet and then the adapters and plumber's tape. I think I'm about $110 in here. Now if you call a professional, you probably spend $50 for them to come out. And when they're done with a job like this, I don't know. I mean, I don't know, but I would guess at least $300. So saved some money and I learned something along the way. No harm done except for the time that I lost.